all about healing ourselves. And healing ourselves is actually about being progressive and doing things for ourselves that make us feel better about our future and where we want to go. So this is even kind of talking about what Madison and her question about was her relationship with her partner. It's about knowing where you want to go. She also said that she actually concluded the article by saying closure is a verb, and you have to do it for yourself because no one else can give it to you. And I love that. But I also want to remind you, love is also a verb. It's an action. People think it's a feeling. Love is a feeling, and it's something, that is like butterflies when we first meet somebody. But after the romance is settling in and the honeymoon might be over after you get married, love becomes an action. It is a verb, and it's something that you should experience, and it's something that you constantly give and take from each other. We do things to love the other person, and we do things to show the other person that we love them. So I love that, and it's actually I'm going to call on to Andrew to pull up a song a little bit later. John Mayer actually wrote a song, Love is a Verb, and I want to play it for you all after. You're listening to Solo in the City on CJAD 800, and tonight we are talking about Make Love Happen. And I'm actually going to be doing a workshop with a wonderful woman that I met a little while ago. Her name is Pazit Perez. She is a professional photographer, and she also developed a new way of getting a vision for yourself as to where you want to be down the road. And she calls it phototherapy. And I want to welcome Pazit to Solo in the City tonight and talk about getting that vision and that clarity for yourself for the future. Welcome to the show, Pazit.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. And by the way, we are going to be hosting a workshop together on the 25th of this month, right?
Yes, make love happen.
Let's make love happen. It's all about making love happen. And I want to give people a little bit of a background as to how this came about, your story.
So my story
on how you developed phototherapy.
So phototherapy actually came from a personal experience. There was a point in time where I felt broken in my life, and I took a self-portrait of myself, and I came face to face with my potential. That photograph disconnected me from how I perceived I was, like not good enough, not worthy, and connected me with my potential of who I can become. And what I did is I used that photo as my vision, as my profile photo. I would see it everywhere. And that photo inspired actions in me. And within 3 months of taking that photo, I did some work and I became her.
That's amazing. And I've actually seen some of the photographs that you've done with other people. And I want to give like some likeness to it. So, for instance, one of the people was somebody who wanted to end up being in California, right?
Yes.
And you have 4 questions that you ask people to help get that vision, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There is a process to phototherapy. And there was a woman who came for love, right? So the most important thing about phototherapy is that it creates a vision, a big picture vision of, who you're going to become. So for her, although she was going through a divorce at the time, we shifted her focus from divorce to love again. And her vision was to create, her vision of love was to, she saw herself as a woman in California on a vineyard with her partner. And so what we did is we dressed her up and made her look and feel like she was that woman on that vineyard. So now she has a portrait and she actually sees herself and she emotionally connects to the photograph. That photograph might not mean anything to you or me, but to her, she came face to face with her reality of love. And so that connected her and led her on her journey.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It's kind of like the vision board that a lot of people might connect to, but this is really about you. We're talking about making love happen here on CJAD 800 tonight. I'm really hoping that you're going to call in and tell us some of the things that you envision for yourself and how you want to make love happen or did make love happen recently. Call us at 790 0800 or text us at star 8255. Joining us coming up, the doctor is gonna be in the house here on CJAD 800.